When Pinocchio comes back from the dead, Geppetto scolds him, saying he only brings trouble and that he'll never be like his late son. Pinocchio replies that he doesn't want to be like Carlo, he's Pinocchio, and he's fine with that. But deep down, his father's words cut him deeply, and determined to prove he can be useful, he returns to the circus with the Count. On tour, they make a lot of money, and Pinocchio believes the Count is sending his share to Geppetto. But in reality, that scoundrel never sent a single cent. And worse, he not only robs him, but abuses both Pinocchio and Spazzatura. Fed up with the mistreatment, Pinocchio decides to humiliate the Count by sabotaging a special performance he had prepared for Mussolini. The plan works perfectly, and in retaliation, the dictator orders that Pinocchio be eliminated, and the entire place burned down. Back on Earth, Pinocchio is recruited by the army. Since the commanding officer hates him, he orders his own son to kill Pinocchio during a combat simulation. But the boy refuses, and just then, a bomb goes off, blowing Pinocchio into pieces. Unfortunately, the Count captures him again. With his circus burned by Mussolini, the Count now wants revenge. And just as he's about to burn Pinocchio alive, Spazzatura steps in and attacks him. They all fall into the water, and by sheer luck, Pinocchio and Spazzatura survive, but are swallowed by a giant whale. Inside its stomach, Pinocchio is reunited with his father. Geppetto did love him and had been trying to find him, but the whale swallowed him. To escape, Pinocchio starts lying, and his nose grows so much they use it as a bridge to climb out. But once outside, the whale swallows Pinocchio again, this time along with a naval mine. When the beast goes after Geppetto and Spazzatura, Pinocchio detonates the mine to save them. Sadly, the explosion is too close. Geppetto is left unconscious, and to save him, Pinocchio makes a pact with the Guardian of Death. He gives up his immortality, returns to life, saves his father, and dies. But the Fairy of Life had promised a wish to Sebastian, and he uses it to bring his friend back. The fairy grants it, and they all lived happily ever after.